I've been using the Snugpak Scorpion 2 for at least 5 years, 6 years, and the nice thing about it is a 4-season tent. There's multiple different setups on how you can use the tent. You can use it without the outer, and you could use it without the inner part and just use the outer part. This design is called a fly first design, which means that the design is meant to be able to put up your fly and then put up your inner tent while keeping all of your stuff dry and yourself dry while you're setting up the inside. The thing I found about it though is that it is, because of how low it is to the ground, it's already quite hard to get in there, much less to manipulate all of the hooks and stuff to get it on there. So what I've done is, before coming out here, I'll set it up, and I will I'll hook the fly up to the inner part of the tent. So when I get here, all I have to do is put the poles through and then set it up. We've found a few other downsides. For me, I'm only 5'7", and when I'm setting things up, when I'm changing, there's just not a lot of room once you're in there. And like many tents that are a 2-person tent, this is more of a 1.5-person tent. Comfortably, I can fit myself and my dog, but again, if I'm trying to get changed in there, there's just not really a lot of room. So if you're taller and you're sitting up, the only option is to kind of be partially outside in the vestibule to get changed, where your legs are on the bottom. And overall, it's the benefit of it is in the winter time, because it is so low, it does trap the heat, keeping it a little closer to you, so it is a bit warmer. And it is a 4-season tent, and for the price, it is good. But we did also find some other design features that some of the team here will go over that we think could improve the overall design of the tent.
If you see right here, the poles go through these runners and it ends up catching the snow. And so even if you shake the tent, you can see that they get caught by these little ribs here. Down here, there's a hole to allow rain to go through, but the snow ends up clogging it up and it can't actually make it through.
The snow only goes through this one side. There is no opening on one of the poles. This side has a tiny opening, so that becomes a huge bottleneck right away. It's the only place for snow to escape along this channel.
So we're thinking some ways to improve this design is, if we put the poles on the inside, you'd still have the structural strength, but this fabric would come flush to the outside corner, and so both the rain and the snow would be able to slough off. And then if you didn't do that, if you at least opened up a channel underneath this one and opened this up a little bit more, then it'd have more space to go under both of these poles and out through the tail section.
The good thing about the inside is that it has a lot of pockets, so I could put a lot of a lot of things on both sides, so that was really nice. I found that when it snows a lot, like the feedback stated, you could push a little bit of the snow, but if you fall asleep and the snow becomes heavy, it pockets right here, and no matter if you push it or not, it's gonna be heavy, and it's by the morning it's gonna reach the sleeping bag.
So just to summarize, the Snugpak Scorpion 2 is great for concealment because of its specific shape. It's very low to the ground, and you can easily cover it with foliage and different things and conceal it so it's not easily seen. So if you're in the military and are looking for a tent that is easily concealed, the Snugpak would be a good option to look at. The fly first design that they have is great, I find, as a concept, but as far as actually setting it up in the field, I find that it's a little bit more cumbersome to put up the fly and then attach the inner tent that way, the way it was designed. the tent stuff sack that it comes in, it's kind of thin, so it's good that it's lightweight, but over time the cinch straps have a tendency to pull on that very thin nylon that makes up the bag body, so it has a tendency to rip. Also, if you're having to pack it up real quick, because the tent bag is just large enough to fit everything with not any extra room, you're going to have to really pack everything tightly. So it's not, I would say a little bit of a bigger bag would have been better, especially if you have the cinch straps. It would be easier to put the tent away expediently. And the design of the tent, as we had mentioned previously, when it's snowing, on one hand it is great because it's low to the ground and it keeps everything, keeps the temperature, helps trap the heat. It does have a tendency to retain snow that falls on it. Hope you found this video useful and informative. If there's another kind of tent system that you like, or if you have some other feedback about the Scorpion 2, maybe you disagreed with some of the kind of comments that we had about it, or maybe there was something that we missed, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you did find it relevant, or if you have any other suggestions, go ahead and throw it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Do consider hitting that like and subscribe, as it would really help our channel out. And until next time, we'll see you guys outside.